He's late! What's taking Storm so long anyway?
Sorry, boss.
You're late!
But I brought back something good.
Huh. Not bad, Storm. Not bad.
Jet,
What is it?
I found a passage in that ancient text that has me wondering. I'll try to paraphrase it simply enough for you to follow.
Let's hear it!
We've reached our decision. We must sever the engine unit from this vessel. For if we delay, the contraction of the engine's core will lead the Lightless Black to consume everything.
Lightless Black? What the heck does that mean?
Who can say? What are your thoughts?
How should I know? Anyway, we can leave the thinking for later. For now, we need to collect these Arks of the... Huh? Huh. Why the dirty! Sneak onto my ship, will he? Full speed ahead! Follow him! Huh? Ha! Took you long enough. Where's Eggman?
They call it the Crimson Tower. It's MeteorTech's signal tower. Commands sent out here relay through facilities across the world to control the robots. In other words, you're looking at MeteorTech's brain.
That think Eggman nabbed the Arks of the cosmos we've gotten and ran in there.
What's he after this time?
He's probably planning to use the stone's power to issue an order to all the world's robots from this tower. Sooner or later, he was planning to set the robots rampaging. That was probably his reason for forming MeteorTech in the first place.
The Eggman Land project again, huh? He never gives up, does he? Well, looks like we gotta storm the place. Oh, huh? You think I was just sitting around here twiddling my thumbs? Sonic the Hedgehog? I follow you. Sorry to keep you waiting. First one to nab Eggman gets all of the Arks of the cosmos.
Huh?
And the title of fastest creature in the universe. Huh. Sounds like fun to me. Let's get started. Huh.
I love that cutscene. It's just so funny, like, because you're telling me that none of them noticed Eggman just sneak into that room and take the Arks of the Cosmos. Like, really? Especially when, like, they were essentially just like all around the table where they were at. Like, come on, how do you not notice?
No way.
And then just the expression, just the face that Jet has. Yeah, just the expression that Jet has on his face afterwards is just priceless. Ah man, that's just funny. If you really think about it, it's just hilarious. Oh nice, I got my attack. Yeah, so say this is the attack thing. Oh man, I missed the shortcut. But yeah, when you got that, you can actually take that shortcut, like shortcuts like that. You know, that's something I've been thinking about this whole time that I've been playing this, is what is it called? MeteorTech or MeteorTech? Because on all the logos for this place, it's MeteorTech with an R at the end. But all the characters pronounce it MeteorTech, and I think even the subtitles spell it Meteo, like just with an O at the end. So, what is it? Is it MeteorTech or MeteorTech? I don't know, that's just weird. And that's another thing, because so clearly MeteorTech is just kind of like a front for Eggman's true operations, which is like, I guess he just wanted to create a company where you can have access to, where you can build like an army of robots without it being conspicuous, and yeah, and then just use a tower to, issue commands to the robots so you can take over, typical Eggman stuff. But it still has to be like a, like for a company to work as a front, it has to look like a legitimate business. So my question is, what the hell does this company even do? Like, it's called MeteorTech. Do they like just study meteorites? Anything having to do with meteors? Do they track meteors? I have no idea. I mean, it makes sense in the context of the game because the stones are meteorites essentially. But keep in mind, I'm pretty sure this company of his has been around for a while. This is like way before anyone knew anything about the Arks of the Cosmos. So I don't know. I guess it's just those things that really start to kind of not make a lot of sense the more you think about it. I don't know. But that's the end of that.
Here. Hey! We haven't settled anything yet.
Jet, we have other things to take care of. Let's hurry to Babylon Garden.
I suppose we should head home too.
Hey, Sonic, why do you think the ancient Babylonians sealed away that power unit in the Gigan Rocks?
Beats me.
Something's not right. The lightless black that assaulted the divine wings. And how that robot chasing Amy just exploded. Oh, we can't let those meteorites get near Babylon Garden!
How is that thing still flying? Eggman!
I don't know.
What?
All I can say is that something nearby is generating a massive electromagnetic pulse. That may have forcibly engaged the program in the robot's buffer.
Sonic, the Babylonians weren't able to control the power of those meteorites.
What do you mean?
I figured out how they can change gravitational polarity. It's a black hole. The meteorites amplify gravity to form black holes. That's the lightless black that attacked the divine wings.
The power units are resonating together, forming a giant black hole.
So now we know everything, I guess. So it was all just the black hole. That was... Or that explains the whole gravity power. Black holes.
Alright, bring it on!
I gotta say, I love how Babylon Garden looks in this game. Or I love how it looks after, you know, the robot brings all the Arks of the Cosmos here. Because this is essentially Babylon Garden's true, like, form. Oh, by the way, so in this race, you can't actually use gravity powers. Like, if you actually notice closely, Sonic doesn't have the Arks of the Cosmos on him anymore. And if I press any of the buttons that you normally press to activate your gravity actions, you can't. It's just predetermined by the race. Normally in this section, it always activates itself in this section. You gotta attack this guy before anyone else does, or else this race will drag out even longer. But yeah, I just love everything about this battle. Like, I love the aesthetic, I love the music, I love the like battle itself. And just look at it, we're racing in the middle of Astro Babylon. Or yeah, we're racing on Astro Babylon in the middle of a black hole. Like, just look beyond in the background. You see the stars, space. Like, we're in space, engulfed in a black hole. That's what all like that purple stuff is. Isn't stars? That's the black hole. Yeah, you see right there. That's the black hole. And then, you know, you see the pillars of Babylon Garden. And then I love the music. I said that, right? No, I love the music for this race. Man, this is really dropping like meteors on us. And that's the end of that.
Sweet.
So are you okay with all this?
Well, much as I'll miss the vastness of space, this world still has its charm. Besides...
I wonder what those meteors really were. They had some programming that made them try to gather up the other units. Yeah? It activated when Eggman found the first piece and put it in the mother computer. All the robots went berserk because they were all connected to the network. At least I think that's what happened.
But who made that program?
I have no idea. Maybe the ancient Babylonians. Or maybe someone even more ancient. Maybe it was a warning for people to stay away from power beyond control.
But the people of Babylon...
I can't believe they were the descendants of aliens. They crash-landed on this planet in the ancient past. They disconnected their engine unit and left it in orbit, hoping that someday it would fall back down to the surface. Every time they saw a shooting star.
I bet they'd wish they could get back to their home planet.
Maybe that's why people started wishing on shooting stars.
Sonic! Hmm?
And so with that, that marks the end of the Babylon story for Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. So, you know, I want to mention, so that's what I'm talking about, how you saw that Amy, she participates in the Crimson Tower / security corridor race, and you even see that she's there in the cutscene before like that race, and then after that she just isn't there when they confront Eggman. She doesn't compete at all during the she doesn't compete at all during the Mobius strip race, and then like all of a sudden she's with and that's another thing, we don't even see her in the cutscene before the Mobius strip race. And damn. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, but then you see her at the end of at the final cutscene, so I don't know why they do that. Like, Amy shows up and then she's like gone for like a whole race, and then like after that she's there again. It just really makes no sense. But yeah, that was that was the Babylon story. You know, fun fact though, so I don't know how many of you guys ever watched like the Sonic cartoon from the 90s. You know, like Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Sat AM, or Sonic Underground. And I think even the comics, if you're a comic book reader. So, in those mediums, Sonic's home world is called Mobius. And when this game came out, you know, I accepted that. I didn't know a lot about, you know, canon and stuff like that, so I just naturally thought Sonic's home world was called Mobius. So then when this game came out, and then, you know, there's a track called Mobius Strip, I thought it was a reference to that. But I didn't know it was because that's what you call the figure 8, because that's what Mobius Strip is. It's basically like that figure 8, that figure 8 shape. But yeah, when I was little, I was like, oh yes, this confirms it. Sonic's planet is called Mobius. Now, obviously, like, that's not the case. I do hear a lot of people still call it that when, no, at least in the context of the games or the canon for the games, Sonic's home world or Sonic's planet doesn't really actually officially have a name. Like, the whole Mobius thing, I think that's just something. Now, and I know some of the games, like the old game manuals, have them too, but that was just like Sonic's planet being called Mobius is just a creation of, like, you know, the Western lore of Sonic. But, you know, the Western lore is not the same as game lore, because the game, that's not how it was in Japan. And for me, I go, when it comes to like Sonic, like when it comes to like Sonic timeline and lore, for me what's canon to the games is anything that the Japanese say. I mean, they're the ones who made Sonic, so whatever they say, that's canon. Cause yeah, I say it because I know a lot of people still call Sonic's homeworld Mobius, and it's not. At least if you're talking about the games, it's not. It's just called Sonic's Planet. Yeah, for real. It's really just called Sonic's Planet. But before we end this off, I do want to show off some of like the new tracks that we get for finishing the game. And the good thing about this game is you don't need to do the World Grand Prix to unlock all the tracks. You just gotta, all you gotta do is just beat the 2 stories. So we're gonna be playing as Shadow. But yeah, that was just me. I was like, oh yeah, Mobius Strip, that means, yeah. But no, it doesn't. Hey, you know what, now I'm cool with that. Like, because
now witness my true power.
Yeah, like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, I mean, to be fair, for a while I also thought Sonic's homeworld was just Earth, and I guess you could debate it is Earth to some extent, but just like, oh man, just like a different, maybe just like an alternate version of Earth compared to the Earth that we live in, obviously. Anyway, so this is Astral Babylon. So this is the second Babylon Garden map of this game. I love it because I just love the aesthetic. Like, this is what Babylon is supposed to, or this is what Babylon Garden is supposed to truly look like before the before it crash landed on Earth, and you know, oh, that's annoying. Yeah, before it crash landed on Earth and became about, you know, all the rest of the parts of Babylon Garden formed. The only thing I do hate, or I do think is a bit of a shame, is that the track isn't bigger. I mean, this track is just an oval. I mean, I like the gimmick where you have these switches that basically generate any random gimmick that you could think of that's in the game, like this, you know. But I don't know. It's just I really love the design of Babylon Garden, or I should say Astral Babylon, in the story. That I think it's such a shame that we don't get like a bigger like course for it, you know? Kind of like how in the first one we get to explore pretty much all of Babylon Garden with Babylon Garden and Sky Babylon, or Sky Road, and this was called, I don't know what it's called. And then like the internal like palace with Digital Dimension and Babylon Guardian. I think I'm gonna play the Eggman. Yeah, so I don't know. I wish we would have gotten a more like a longer course for Astro Babylon. Because yeah, think about it. In this game, Babylon Garden has the most simple. It has the simplest tracks in the game. Mobius Strip is literally a figure 8, and Astro Babylon is literally just an oval. Like I said, I do like the gimmick that they're going for, but still, oh, what the fuck? But that's just my thoughts, you know. But yeah, boy do I love Astro Babylon. I just think it's beautiful. I mean, I just love anything having to do with the cosmos, anything astral related. I'm a huge space guy. What the fuck? I'm not doing so good in this race. I just noticed. I was afraid of that. I was gonna like crash right into that wall. Oh, that's another thing too. I prefer this game's version of Catch Me If You Can. I'm sorry, it played in the credits, and you guys probably didn't get a chance to hear it because I was talking. But I do recommend, you know, if you really want to listen to it, just look it up online. I do think the remix is way better than the original. That's, you know. Man, I feel like all I've been doing this entire playthrough of this game is just praising this game. Believe me, I do like the original. I really do. I just prefer this one more. Ooh, can I... Oh man. Oh, actually, no way. I actually pulled a last minute first. And that was my fastest lap too. I don't want to replay. Alright, and then let's go to the last one, which is 90s Boulevard. Some pick Blaze. Oh, the loading. Alright, there we go.
Fear the power of the flames.
90s Boulevard. Oh yeah, and as you can tell, this game has Blaze and Silver, considering that by this point, Sonic 06 had already been released, Sonic Rush had already been released, so we were already... Sega had a chance to use... I should say, Sonic Team had a chance to use these characters. Unlike the first game. Even then, like, cause I think Rush came out before Riders. But still, you know, like, they came out the same year, yada yada yada. It's a lot of stuff. So Blaze couldn't be in it. I do like how these billboards use artwork from the first game though. And they even use the logo from the first game. But yeah, thoughts on this game? Any like last thoughts that I had before like I finish this playthrough off? I really like this game, you know? Whether you like it or not, I think that's up to you that's up to you to decide. I think it really, what the hell? I think it really boils down to preference. Because I do think Sonic Riders, the first one, has a little bit of a higher skill ceiling since, you know, there's a little bit more, I guess there's a little more substance to the gameplay. But this game is more accessible as it simplifies a lot of the mechanics that were introduced in the first game. It's also whether you like which track, what kind of tracks do you like more, or if you really care about like track design variety. You know, the aesthetic, because this game, despite being the sequel to Sonic Riders, I feel like this has a very different aesthetic to the first game. But anyways, that's my thoughts. I like this game. I recommend it. And if you don't like it, you could always play Riders. That's a good thing. But thank you guys for watching, and yeah, join me in the next one where we continue this marathon.